Hi, this is Fred, FR5ED. The 5 is silent. Here with the beer review. Apologize for the low resolution videos that came out recently. I used my webcam. It's been working fine before that. For some reason, when I record directly with it now, it's not acceptable. I have a nice high definition camera, and you've seen lots of reviews with that, with a nice backdrop and everything. That's kind of a pain to set up and use, and I don't have the time and the resources to do that right now. So I'm using an intermediate format, which I've used several times before. That's my iPhone. And the thing is, though, I'm not using it with the front camera, which is more low definition where you can see yourself. I'm using the back camera, the high definition back camera. So I can't see anything right now. I'm just assuming that this is framed properly and you're seeing and hearing me. We'll find out. On to the review. This is Ipswich India Pale Ale. Hopefully I'm holding that up so you can read it. I'll just move it around a little bit just in case not. Okay, you see that it's a nice dark label with a black background and a white sailing vessel on there. Ipswich IPA, India Pale Ale. This is by Ipswich Ale Brewery. On Rate Beer, it's rated at an 85 overall and a 59 in style. The commercial description is as brief as you can get. One sentence. A strong, highly hopped India Pale Ale that is smooth with a slight malt sweetness. That's about as generic as you can get. On Rate Beer, okay, on Rate Beer, that was after 240 ratings. On Beer Advocate, it's rated an 88 after 234 reviews. The brothers have tasted it and they rated it a 94, which is exceptional. It's 6.5% ABV. I don't see any IBUs on this, so let's get to opening it. Somewhere in my pocket here I have my Cigar City beer opener. Alright, and again, I have no monitor, I have no way of knowing what's being shown here. I'm only presuming. Alright, I tried to be aggressive with my pour there. Got a fingernail worth of head, not even a half a finger there. It's, for the most part, clear. It's a darker color. I'm going to move it off to a light source, excuse me. It's a very dark, orangey brown, deep amber, deep honey color. And it's a little hazy, not totally clear. Can't tell about the carbonation yet. I'm a little suspicious. Let's see, there's lacing is moderate. Hard to tell yet. Let's move on. Very malty, bready smelling. Even if there is hop aroma there, if there's a forward malt, bready aroma, I catch that because I'm so used to looking for and smelling for the hops. It's almost a, I don't want to say toasted bread, but it's very bready and malty, very much so. Yeasty, bready, malty. And wow, there might even be some Fuggle style hops in there, which tend to kind of meld into the bready aroma sometimes, for me. It reminds me of some other IPAs of that style, with that malty, bready aroma and the Fuggle style hops. So I have no idea what they used in this, but let's give it a taste. Okay, it's bready and malty. More bready than malty. It's not like some double IPAs are very malt forward. This isn't like that. It's a very bready taste forward. There's some hop bitterness. It's definitely there. It's growing now, so it's kind of very latent. I'm not sure what style IPA they were going after. This is not a West Coast American style IPA, I can tell you that. This has to be more in the realm of the English, the British style IPAs. I have to believe, just from tasting it, Mercury Brewing Company. It's not what it said there. It said Ipswich Ale Brewery, whatever. Let's see if there's anything else on here. Not really. But I have to believe this is intended and is definitely hitting the style of an English IPA. That's not bad. I mean, my personal preference is West Coast, bitter, pine, citrus, melon, pineapple, hops, just all over the place in the aroma and the taste. Bitterness, you don't have to kill me with bitterness. I like the bitterness, but I'm not looking for as bitter as you can get. This has plenty of bitterness. In fact, it's a little more bitter than I'm used to in an English style IPA. One more taste, we'll wrap up. I got that bready aroma just as I took my sip. I got that real bready, malty taste. Bitterness isn't really washing in there yet. Now it's coming in. It's in, yeah, now along the sides of the tongue. It's like everything else has to disappear for the bitterness to kind of show up. So if you're a fan of English style IPAs, this is probably very representative, very capably representative of that style. If you are a die-hard West Coast American style IPA fan, you might appreciate this, but it's not one you're going to reach for. Anyway, this is Ipswich IPA, and this is Fred, FR5ED, over and out.